Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, Empress State of Mind. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope everything is working well for you guys. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to unfuck yourself, or aka, get unstuck. Um, Before I started, I just want to let you guys know, if anybody care, I have other incense. I think yesterday I used eucalyptus. Today is cedar, like cedar wood incense. So, like, you can actually, yeah, it smells so good. I have a rose, or is this a rose? I don't know, but it's a flower incense holder, and I just like it. So that's what we're using today. Cleanse the air and etc. etc. It just makes me calm, and it's just very relaxing. Basically, that's what incense does. It helps relax you. So yeah, it's pretty late where I'm at. It's bedtime actually, so excuse me. Yeah, so we're gonna be talking about getting unstuck. Now I know that it comes a time in everybody's life that we hit like an imaginary brick wall, and we just be like, fuck. Like, you don't really know what to do or what to say. You was like, damn, I was just up here yesterday, and now I'm like at the bottom or something, or things was just rolling and rolling and rolling, and it just like, hit a stop sign, like, or you got speed bumps, you got some turbulence in your life right now. Them is the times that I feel it's most important to keep your head up, because it's in those times where it's kind of like that fight or flight mode. It's like you either gonna fight through it and come out on the other side like a champ, or you gonna run away. You know what I'm saying? So, like prey and predator, like life is a teacher, but it also, life is full of predators, as you know. There's scammers, there's thieves, there's murderers, there's um mind fuckers, or like people who play mind games. It's just like there's a bunch of predators, you know what I'm saying, out here in this world today. And you don't want to be a prey. You don't necessarily have to be a predator. You can just mind your own business, and if somebody do try you, you just like, you ready for it, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes things happen in our lives where it's kind of unseen. Like, sometimes deaths are untimely. We don't expect that person to die, or your car just randomly break down and you gotta put that motherfucker in the shop, and you're like, wow, I was not expecting to happen. Having a car is like having a baby, like, seriously. So yeah, I just want to like share my tips on how I get unstuck, because you are not alone. Everybody gets stuck. I don't care if you're the CEO of a company, the president of the United States, or just a single mother or a single father. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really matter what level in life you're on. The point is, we're all human. We all get stuck. We all get complacent. We all get comfortable. So I'm going to share with you some of my tips on how to unfuck yourself, get unstuck. So I don't have gum in my mouth today because I watched my video yesterday and I saw how I looked, and I did not like that. So I took the gum out. And I like to chew gum, so that's something I kind of got to get used to. But anyway, so I got some tips that I wrote down. Alright, so tip number 1 for unfucking yourself is really, really important to me, and that's why I put it as the first tip, is because it's really, really important. Oh my god, and I had to learn this like the hard way. You have to let go of your past. I know people say that all the time, but you gotta let go. And I'm talking about the past could have been like yesterday. The past could have been something bad that happened 30 minutes ago, and you still stuck on it. Like, I know it just happened 30 minutes ago, but why hang on it? Why hang on to it for another 30 days? You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna do you no good. You cannot change the past. You can't rewrite the past. It's not even no point. I tell people all the time, it's not even no point in having regrets, for real, because what are you gonna do when you regret? You just gonna sit around and think about, man, I could have did that differently. I could have did that. I wouldn't be here if I did that. Okay, well, you didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it already happened, and you gotta let go of the past. You have got to let go of the past. The other thing about the past is it like to live in your memory bank. Like, even though the past physically happened in the past, your mind still remember it like it was yesterday. So you got the same thing replaying in your mind over and over and over, like reminding you how you fucked up, reminding you how you you took a left instead of a right, reminding you how you didn't do something when you should have did something, or you know what I'm saying? Just, you don't need that clogging up your beautiful mind space. You don't need none of that. The past had it's actually well known in the psychology arena that we tend to, as humans, we tend to remember the bad stuff over the good stuff. Like, somebody can like break their back for you over and over and over again, and the one time they tell you no, you are pissed off. You're like, what you mean no? Like, you've been saying yes all this time, and now all of a sudden you want to say no. It's like we tend to remember, but you forget about the hundreds of times that person actually did help you out and did say yes. So my advice, how to let go of the past, is to simply stop feeding it. Stop thinking about it. If you find that your mind is wandering back off to yesterday, yestermorning, yesteryear, yesterdecade, cut it off immediately. Like, literally just stop your mind. Like, think of anything else. It can be balloons or puppies or money or whatever, like, gets you out of that vicious cycle of your past, just kind of replaying in your mind. Do whatever you need to do to get out of that, because the past can be a bitch, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you think you think you really put something to sleep. You're like, oh no, I'm over it. And then you wake up 5 years later, mad as hell about it. You're like, damn, I can't believe that motherfucker really did that to me. Or whatever, like, whatever it is, it's like, well, believe it, because it happened, you know? But it's no use in you carrying dead weight. You know what I'm saying? You just wearing yourself out. You just tiring yourself. You wearing yourself down. Because that person, I guarantee you, the situation is dead and gone to them. Or if it's not a person, if it's a situation, it's dead and gone. It's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I know for next time, it's a lesson. Like, I know for next time what I can do to change that or to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? So tip number 2 is blocking. Oh, I guess I kind of just touched on that. But it's blocking out negativity and toxicity. All right? So, block, 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 block. Like, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Period. Like, that's how I feel with the whole negativity. Negativity can come spiritually, emotionally, physically. It can come through people. It can come through music, your environment, where you work, where you live, where you sleep, what you allow yourself to be consumed by. Like, bad habits can be negative, right? Like, if you like to drink, but you know that drinking is starting to really affect your life, like mentally, or your job, like, you stop, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just know when it's time to put the brakes on stuff. Like, avoid negative people at all costs. I don't care how long you know somebody. I don't care if it's your family member. If you know that this person is a negative person, you know, you can tell when somebody just always not happy because they walk around with this, like, cloud, this dark cloud over their head. It's like, you don't never see the cloud leave. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of sad, because you see people like that, and it's just like, they can change, but they gotta want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't really help them, because you're gonna get sucked into their dark cloud, and then you gonna start going home with a dark cloud, and you're like, man, I was just happy. And like, after I talked to this person, now I'm all in my feelings. I'm all sad. I'm all gloomy and shit. I don't even feel like doing nothing no more. Like, that is real. Energy is transferable. You know what I'm saying? Like, pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Help them as best you can if you want, and then, like, leave the rest to God, because sometimes burdens is just too much for you to carry. Like, toxicity has a way of just seeping into your life, so you kind of got to make sure that everything is, like, insulated in your life. Your thoughts and everything needs to be insulated, because toxicity comes in through people and places and things and food. Like, you know, you're eating too much of the wrong food. You need to, you know what I'm saying, start eating healthier, or at least trying to incorporate fruits and vegetables into your unhealthy diet little by little. You know what I'm saying? So, cut off who you gotta cut. Sometimes you just gotta cut people off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta cut them off. Like, man, I know you've been my dog for a long time, but I can't roll with you no more. Like, or you don't even owe nobody really no explanation. You just stop talking to them. They'll get the picture. Like, you know what I'm saying? I cut people off, and they have came back around to my life. Like, you know, I knew I was kind of toxic or whatever, but I didn't really know how bad I was until you kind of cut me off. Nah, I was forced to look at my own self in my own mirror, you know? So sometimes you overextending yourself and over helping people and trying to help people, they can't help themselves because it's like you're masking the things that they need to be working out. Usually it's like an emotional thing, something in their subconscious that they need to work out, and they can't even work that out because you're busy helping them. Like, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, and you just like, why isn't this person happy? I'm helping them out. They still haven't worked on what they need to work on in the inside. So yeah, block negative and negative thoughts. That's the other thing. If you are an overthinker like me, thoughts, you will be having a happy day, and then out the blue you just start having a slew. Is that the word? A slew? Anyway, a lot of negative thoughts like, damn, we got this virus going around. Damn, it's a bunch of animals dying. Damn, that forest fire that happened in the Amazon. Like, you just start thinking about all this stuff where like, damn, I don't have enough money for this. Like, damn, my car's in the shop. Or like, damn, how am I going to feed my kid? I don't know, just a bunch of negative thoughts. And it's just like, when you just focused on the problem, you're going to create more problems for yourself. Anytime you start thinking about a problem, immediately think of a solution. Immediately. You trying to lose weight? I need to eat healthy. I need to at least do 5 sit-ups before I go to bed. It don't even have to be a huge thing. I need to do like 5 sit-ups before I go to bed. Shit, I got more debt than I do money. How can I make more money? What do I need to do? I might not like it at the moment, but how can I balance it out so I'm not just in debt? Like, you can do it. It takes, you know what I'm saying, self-love, but when you start to love yourself, you start to build yourself. When you start to build yourself, you get strong in yourself. You don't look at these things so much as weights on your shoulder or like you're drowning. You don't feel like you're drowning so much. You like, man, shit, I just got tossed into the ocean, but luckily I know how to swim. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just be positive, all right? So the third one that I have here is change your perspective / energy. So that's kind of what I start talking about. Number 2 is, if you feel like you're at the bottom looking up, it's time to change your perspective. If you feel like you are in a point in life where you hit rock bottom, maybe it's time to change your perspective. Don't look at it as, you know what I'm saying, like, man, I'm at rock bottom. How am I going to get out this hole? Like, there's no ladder. I can't climb the wall. I can't climb these rocks up. Like, how am I going to get out the hole? Maybe think about it as, why am I in this hole in the first place? Is this even really a hole? Or am I just on another level? It's a lower level, but it's still something I can work with. What's around here anyway? What can I use anyway? Okay, I got a lot of fresh air. I have time to think. I have time to develop. I have time to figure myself out, figure my life out. And the best thing about being at rock bottom is you don't have nowhere to go but up. Like, you don't have nowhere to go back but up. Like, seriously, like, you can't get no more lower than where you at. All right, it's time to go up. It's time to go up. Like, okay, you need to start thinking like that. Like, shoot, like, I can't go nowhere but up. So that means my next idea is going to be my best idea. Like, that is how you need to start training your mind to think. Also, energy, all right? Change your energy. Sometimes it's not going to be nobody around you. A lot of times God will just isolate you. And I am going to bring up God because I told you guys that I am a Christian. I am a believer in God, period. So anyway, I'm going to bring him up from time to time. All right? So sometimes God will isolate you just so you can figure you out. You got too many people talking in your ears. You got too much commotion going on. He will push people out your life. Sometimes rejection is protection. All right? So just take that time to figure your own self up. You know, develop yourself. Learn yourself. Love yourself. Inquire about yourself. Check on yourself. The isolation period is a time for self. It's not a punishment. All right, that just means that God is trying to talk to you, or he's trying to get you to talk to yourself. He's trying to get you to see where you're at. He's trying to get you to change your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we're stubborn and we don't really want to do it his way, but like he always knows what's best for us even when we don't know it ourselves. So that's something that I I'm sorry, y'all. It's kind of annoying, so that's why I'm not doing it just for fun or nothing. Anyway, talking about my hair. Along with that, there's gonna be times where you don't have nobody around you to party with you. You won't have nobody around you to drink or smoke with you or do drugs, whatever. You won't have nobody around you to go partying with. You will just be alone. But that don't mean that you lonely, baby. That don't mean that you lonely. I talk to myself all day. Like, and I'm not ashamed about it. Like, I feel like I give myself the best advice. I don't ever steer myself wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then what I do, thank God, he be there to catch me, you know what I'm saying? Just like he be there to catch y'all, you know what I'm saying? So when you start to feel depressed and sad and anxious and worried, you gotta immediately do something to change that. As soon as you start to, it's okay to cry, it's okay to be mad, it's okay to have these emotions, but you don't want to live there, you don't want to stay there, because that's when you let it come in your life and just settle. You let the depression come in and just settle. You let the anxiety just come in and settle, and you trying to figure out why you wake up this way. You trying to figure out why you feel like this throughout the day, why you go to sleep feeling like this. It's because you let it come in your life and settle. You can be happy, you can be sad, you can be mad, you can be frustrated, you can be anxious, you can be depressed, you can be all these things that happen mentally, but don't stay there. If you feel like you crying and like now you're like, damn, it's 3 days and I've been crying every day, it's time to change your energy, baby. Because you don't want to be crying for another 3 days. That's damn near a week. A week of just crying. Like, no, we need to do something about that. Change your energy. Do something that will feed. You have to know yourself to know what you can do to change your energy. So that's why you get that isolation period. It's okay to even just choose for yourself, like, you know what, I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb. This is going to be a week where I don't go out with my friends. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm just going to work, doing the necessary things I need to do, and then I'm going to spend the rest of that time to myself because I owe that to myself. All right. Sometimes it pays to be spontaneous. Sometimes we're scared to do something new, but sometimes it do, like, help just to do something spontaneous. Like, you take the same route home from work, maybe take a longer ride home from work. Maybe you'll see something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go to the same coffee shop on your way to school. Maybe go to another coffee shop. Maybe drink tea before you go to school. You know what I'm saying? Go to a tea shop instead or something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Do something to change that. All right? Make that change. Anyway. All right. So, number 4. All right. 4. Sorry, I just got a little bit, like, I started thinking about other stuff. Alright, so number 4 is baby steps. Baby steps. The change does not have to happen tonight. It does not have to happen tomorrow. The important thing is to make baby steps every day to ensure that you are changing, to ensure that you are elevating, to ensure that you are aligning with yourself, to ensure that you are transforming, ascending, etc. Whatever you want to call it, going higher, reaching broader, you know what I'm saying, moving faster, like everything above, alright? Rome was not built in a day. It took a long time to build Rome. So, I like history. So anyway, y'all just gonna hear me say a lot of references, so I'm just throwing that out there. My point to you is take baby steps. Like I said, like, you know that you want to be a little bit healthier this year, just start drinking water. Start there. Don't worry about working out. Don't worry about eating this, that, and third. Just start by doing something simple. Like, instead of drinking pop and coffee, I'm going to just start drinking water. If you want to go back to school, no, regardless what age you are, because I was in class with people who was like in their 50s and stuff, and they didn't care. They didn't have no type of shame. So, ow. Sorry about that. That was annoying me. But say you want to go back to school, right? But you don't really know how to start. It's been a while. You're not sure how to get back in there. Take one class. You don't have to worry about taking a bunch of courses and going to school full time and overloading yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stressing yourself out. Do what you can. Do what you can with what you have. So if you know that you have all the time in the world, but mentally you can only handle so much right now in this time of your life, take one class. You don't have to take a bunch of classes. You'll get there eventually. There's no time limit on baby steps. There's no rush with baby steps. You create the speed. You decide how much time you need. You know what I'm saying? This is not a race. This is not a race. It's more like a marathon. Alright? So, baby steps. Baby steps. It's okay. Changes happen. See, when you start incorporating change in your life, you get all the little changes all in a little group. That's one big change. And by that time, you won't even notice how much you changed. Like, wow. Last month, I was here, and now I'm here. All because I did all these little baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, change does not have to be this big, drastic, oh my God, I gotta throw all the, I don't know, I don't know, I feel like weight is a problem with a lot of us Americans or black people in the black community too, but in general, like, I know that it sucks when you overweight, so I kind of keep using that. Not everybody's happy. Now, big people are beautiful, don't get me wrong. There's some beautiful big people out here, okay? But not everybody is comfortable being that way, and they want to make that change. So maybe you broke as hell. You tired of being broke. All right, money don't just fall out the sky. You got to get a plan together. But that plan is not going to get you rich tomorrow unless you're trying to scam somebody or get scammed. That plan is going to take baby steps. Maybe start saving money out your paychecks. Like put a dollar a day in your little savings account or whatever. Like it don't even have to be like $50 a day. It could be $1. Just start off with what you can. Do what you can with what you have, y'all. Whew. All right. So my fifth one, number 5. I don't know. I keep wanting to say this. I feel. I was watching Kids Next Door the other day, which is like a it's a kids show that came on Cartoon Network back in my day. Y'all might know about it, whatever, back in y'all day too. That was the shit. So I just had to watch it just for old time's sake. It's okay to revisit your childhood. That's alright. I don't give a fuck. But it was 5 of them. And they each had a purpose. They each had a plan. They each brought something to the table. So when it was time for them to go on their missions, they all were skilled at something. You know what I'm saying? Each of them had a special set of skills, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I felt the need to put that out there. Like, find your special skill. Find what you are exceptional at and build on that. You know what I'm saying? So number 5 is, oh my God, I didn't even read number 5, and here we go. This is crazy. Find your purpose, find your passion, find your plan, your goals, your ambition, etc. Find something that's going to make you feel excited and amped up when you wake up in the morning. Find something that's going to make you feel powerful, that make you feel useful. You know what I'm saying? That make you feel like you're growing, that make you feel like you're doing. Like, find your passion. Find your flavor. Find you. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of you. Like, it can be something so small as gardening. Every year, my mom, she used to make me, now that I'm older, it's kind of like, okay, I'll go with you, but she goes and buys a bunch of flowers, and she'll go to, like, every flower shop. Like, every spring, we go to Lowe's, we go to Home Depot, we go to the flower stand down the street, we get all these flowers just so she can plant them every year, and I help her. I used to hate it, because she used to drag me, but now I see, like, I just go now just because now that I'm older, I understand, like, it really is peaceful. Like, planting flowers, it really is, like, first of all, flowers are gorgeous. Now I like flowers, right? I always liked flowers. I just hated going to, anyway. She made a whole thing of it. It's not like we would just go to one store, pick out, like, a bunch of flowers and plant them. She was really, even to this day, she's into it. So we go to all these stores to pick out the specific ones she need, and she'll buy ones she don't need, and we go, and she has this whole, like, blueprint on how it's supposed to look. Every year we switch up the scheme in the front of the crib, so it's kind of like, sometimes we have, like, white flowers. I don't know. She just have a blueprint every year, like, the color schemes and which flowers are supposed to be planted where and how it's supposed to look. Because when she come home from work after working 12-hour days, shifts and stuff like that, she want to come home to a house and see these beautiful flowers in front and back of her yard when she pull up into the driveway. It's something that makes her feel, I don't know, she just, fulfillment. It gives her fulfillment. It almost makes working that 12-hour shift worth it. Just for her to drive home, pull up in the driveway, put the car in park, turn the car off, and just she'll sit and look at her car. Like, she'll sit in her car and look in the front lawn and see all the work we did with the flowers and stuff, and she'll just take it all in. Like, it's something so simple and small for her, but like, it really does bring her fulfillment. You gotta find things that make you feel like that make you feel like the hard work will pay off, or the hard work is worth it. Like, if you are trying to be an entrepreneur, you're trying to be a singer or a dancer, or you're trying to go to school for something that's going to be in school for 8-10 years, like a lawyer, a doctor, or you're trying to start your own, well, I already said entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're trying to do, and you feel like, man, this is taking forever. I'm never going to get here. It's just not going to happen. Why am I still doing this? Find something that you're passionate about. Find your hobby, all right? Find a plan. Find your purpose, find your passion, find your hobby, your ambition, your goal, your dreams, all of that. You need to wake up and you know that you need to go to work to make money. You know you need to do certain things. That's just a part of life. It's just a part of life. But then you have this other part of life that's just as important as the mundane shit, because that shit is just what you need to survive and what you need to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But then you have this stuff, and this is the stuff that gives you life when you wake up. This is the stuff that fills your heart with joy and make you want to sing when you get up. Like, you gotta find your passion, your purpose, your, you know what I'm saying, your ambitions, your goals. Like, some people love music. I love music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to music from sun up to sundown. So it's kind of like, that's something that, and I told y'all gonna hear me rap and all that. You're gonna hear me rap a little bit and share my little poetry. Mostly raps. Raps is kind of poetry to me anyway. Same difference, whatever. But that's how much I like music. I'm not saying I'm a rapper or nothing, but that's how I express myself. It gives me joy. It's an outlet, but it also feeds me. So you gotta find something that feeds your spirit. Is what is the whole point. All right. I like to swing. People think that's childish, but in the summertime, I will hop on the swings with them little kids. Like, that's real childish. I don't care, but I had a couple of my friends do it with me, and they understood why I like to swing. After we got done swinging, I asked them, I was like, so how do you feel? And they were just like, Lily, I'm not gonna lie, I feel good. Like, I feel like I could touch the sky. Like, I feel free. Like, I'm like, exactly. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel free when I'm swinging. I'll swing for like 30 minutes straight, depending on, you know, kind of swing I'm on. Because, you know, we grown now, so our booties is big, and we don't, you know what I'm saying? Swings is made for kids, but I'm just saying, like, you just feel, when you're swinging, you up in the air, you just feel like you're flying. And I like that feeling. I like feeling like I'm not attached to anything. That's how swinging makes me feel. So, yeah, that's not really a passion or a hobby or nothing. It's just something that brings me joy. It's just a simple thing that, it's a lot of parks where I stay, so I can easily, if I feel overwhelmed or anything, I can easily just pull up at a park and like swing for a few minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, and then I'll feel good again. Like, you know what? Life is not so bad, you know what I'm saying? So, I got other things, of course. I'm not just childish. I don't just be swinging and watching cartoons all day, but I'm just saying, like, find something that make you feel fulfilled, that make you feel whole, that make you feel like shit is worth it. You know, life is worth it. You are worth it. Alright? Shoot. So number 6, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Okay, I'm learning Spanish. That's something I'm doing this year. I'm trying to learn Spanish because I always liked the language. I always thought it was pretty, and I actually tried to take it in high school, and nothing stuck to memory. I mean, not much did. So here I am again, out of high school, trying to do that. Just cause, I don't know, it's cool. Why not? Why not? All right, that's a passion of mine. I would love to learn how to speak Spanish fluently. All right. So number 6 is practice faith, hope, and etc. We are living in a world and in a time where faith is kind of declining. On the news, you click on the news. I don't even watch the news no more because it's just so depressing. You hear so much negative stuff on the news. Like the news is like 98% negative shit, and then like 2% weather. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I already know that shit is on fire. I already know people getting kidnapped. I know people is dying. I know this, that, third. Okay, it's the time to stay prayed up. It's the time to fight against that. It's the time to fight against depression and death. It's a time to because you know what I'm saying, them spirits and all that, these people is running ragged. Like, these people don't have no hearts, no souls, no nothing. It's like, because you do, it's like you gotta fight for what's yours. Like, nah, you're not about to come here and take my peace. So again, with the whole hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, you gotta be careful what you let in. And when I used to watch the news every day before I went to school, and I started realizing that had an effect on me in school, because I couldn't focus in class because I was thinking about how, you know, a church just got shot up, and elementary school just got shot up. Like, that was on my brain, you know what I'm saying? So, have faith. I have journals that I write in. I write my feelings in those journals, but I also write down like positive things in my journals. So I actually have a book of just positive quotes that I will read. My Bible brings me faith, of course. Like, surround yourself, or have things at home. If you can't surround yourself with these things, at least have things at home that kind of uplift you. Incense. This incense uplifts me. Like, I like the way incense feels. I like how the energy in a room, how it can change the whole energy in a room. Candles. Oh, yeah. So I got these boys out today. So y'all can't really see them because of how... Dang, I didn't know that before. But there you go. Anyway, I like candles as well. And I like pretty stuff. Alright, so... I like cool looking stuff too. It doesn't always have to be pretty. It can just be cool. Like my nails are pretty to me, but they also look cool, especially this one. Yeah. So I just like being a little different or whatever, but like candles are, I don't know, they make me feel, I don't want to say they make me feel like full of hope and peace and all that. Peace. They bring me peace. I will say that. Candles and incense, very peaceful, very relaxing. Alright. They just have that kind of effect. So, dang, I can't believe that they wasn't not in the shot. I brought these down just so they could be in the shot. That's crazy. Sometimes things don't work out. You just gotta roll with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to stay stuck on no freaking candles. All right. Anyway, have faith. What else can you do? So we have writing in your journal, quotes, Bible. Do whatever you do. That's what I do, but you have to figure out what works for you to bring your self-faith. Maybe self-pep talks. I do that to myself. Like, I will if I start feeling myself declining mentally or emotionally, I'll, you know what I'm saying? It's time to give myself a pep talk. Like, don't forget, man, you the shit. You the shit. Okay, you the shit too. Like, you gotta amp yourself. You gotta geek your own head up sometime. Like, it just be like that. Like, it's not gonna be nobody there 24/7. I mean, some of y'all is married and all that jazz, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes you just kind of by yourself, and maybe your husband is away, or you at work, or